Hi, I shot a video yesterday when I took delivery of my GTI, and that was pretty short and pretty jerky because I was moving around. So I figured I would do a more comprehensive look today. Here is the rear of the GTI. As you can see, we have got true dual exhaust. It's not dual tipped. And the back of the car has been restyled a bit from the Mark V. This is the Mark VI. So we come around the car. Much has been made about the stock Detroit 18 wheels, and here's a closer look. And as you can see, it's got some massive brake calipers in there. So, and they're all red and raced up, so you look like a little racer boy when you're driving this car. I really like the color that I got, which is carbon gray, I believe it's called. There's the front. Front has got your traditional GTI badging in red. And it's got the Autobahn package comes with the steerable xenon headlights. So the headlights actually turn as you turn the wheel, which is pretty cool. It's a pretty cool effect. As you turn the car steering wheel, the headlights will turn with the steering wheel. And fog lamps come obviously on the Autobahn package. We've even got small turn signal indicators on the door, or on the rear view mirrors, side mirrors. Okay, the Autobahn package has keyless entry, and you have to come up and give it the right handshake, and as long as you have the key close to you, it will open the door. And so I'll show you here. It just opened for me. So let me show you the back seat first, and then we'll go in and take a look at the front seat. Oops. The keyless entry only opens the front door. It won't open all the doors, so let me do that. And here is the back seat. The back seat is actually surprisingly roomy. There is more space in this back seat than I had in my 2005 Subaru Outback. And I'm going to get in here. Give you a shot of the cockpit and somewhat into the back seat. Max's car seat is there. My son is determined he really likes this car. The back actually has climate control or climate vents, which is nice in the summertime. I don't know what's in there, and the answer is nothing. Nothing is in there. They have GTI floor mats, which was nice of them. Just little pockets here and here. The surfaces are all leather. As you can see, is your back shelf. And now let's take a look up front, because it's tough to see it when you're actually sitting up there. It's a rather minimalist interior, which is in keeping with German engineering. Okay, let's get up front. Okay, when you're sitting in the seat, it's actually it's quite a crisp, it's quite a nice enveloping feel that you get in the seat. It does feel like a racing seat. As you can see, there are edges right here on all these seats, so if you were too wide, it might be an issue, but I seem to fit it perfectly. Much has been made over the first video I posted on the internet. Yes, the speedometer does go up to 180 miles an hour, though I don't believe that I'll be testing those speeds. There has been debate online as to the actual top speed. Well, not debate, but there's been some discontinuity online with the top speed of the vehicle. I've seen anywhere between 147, 148, and 128 as being the absolute top speed of the vehicle. The instrument cluster is pretty minimalistic. You've effectively got your RPMs and oil temperature. Down below is your fuel gauge and your speedometer. This is the RS315, which is the new unit for sat nav and media integration. There is an iPhone or iPod interface, which exists in this relatively small box. There's really not much storage space in the center box at all. You can see right there, there's an iPhone or iPod cable that you can plug in. Though I will probably be using Bluetooth more than anything else. As I said, it is keyless entry. So if you either have the car in gear or in neutral, which I do, and you depress the clutch to start the car, all you do is press this button right here. And there we go. There's the screen booting up. And it's telling me that the telephone operation could not be
all this from the
completed.
company.
My satellite radio was just kicked in. It was attempting to find this phone, and it could not. It is very nice. It syncs up with your phone almost immediately. Oh, there it did. It did. It found my iPhone. And it tells me how many bars I've got and how everything is going. You can use voice control to actually call people, or you can actually zoom through your own phone book like this. Or you can actually call a number. You can voice control and tell it to call anybody in particular. Or you can actually read out a number to it. Let's turn this back on for 1 second. Alright, and just get a quick view of the sat nav. This is both a touch screen and is usable controllable from these buttons down here, or you can actually touch the touch screen. As I said, the media interface is a little bit complex. I've more or less figured out how to use it. There is a Bluetooth A2DP, which is the wireless streaming audio protocol built into the unit, which is nice if you have an iPhone or any like phone, because you can just effectively control the phone or broadcast all audio from the phone directly to the unit, which I find almost better than the iPod integration. Now, what you don't get is you don't get the AVRCP, I think is the protocol, to actually do next track and previous track, and you don't get the data on what song is actually playing. But what I plan to do is I'm going to get a small wing here from Pro Clip USA, which will install with no tools and no hassle, and mount the phone actually right there. So if I am using A2DP audio, I can just control the phone from there, specifically for streaming radio as much as anything else. You can also, while driving the car, you can see right here, assistance, bend headlights, bend lighting. So that turns the headlight bending on and off. It's telling me when my vehicle service is due. Obviously, this is a brand new vehicle. I've only put 102 miles on it myself, but it's 10,000 miles between oil checkups. These are my settings. These are disengaged when the car is actually moving. This gives me effectively information about my fuel consumption in real time. This is my audio. It says right now I'm on satellite radio and I'm on Howard 100, which I guess is Howard Stern.
Spectators harassing me about Howard Stern.
If I go to band, I can
tell your children that Santa Claus monitors their behavior every minute and makes lists. Now you will also.
Let's see what something really obnoxious sounds like.
And I gave him my answer. I wasn't smoking. There was a room full of smoke. When I came in, I breathed that in. People say pot smokers are stupid. .com or call 1-800-PROGRESSIVE. I'm John Stamshaver. Coming up.
So, anyway, I'm extremely pleased with the way the car drives. The car handles immaculately, as one would expect. Unfortunately, next week, because it is December here, I will be taking the Detroit 18s off the car and putting on a set of 16-inch alloy wheels with snow tires. So much for my there, let me turn this. So much for my enjoyable the enjoyable handling and drive I'm currently